What's up, guys? I'll just start here. And today I'm just gonna be talking on the stream about modern Fortnite. As you know, normal Fortnite, or not normal, but OG Fortnite came back, and oh my, I just realized this. I'm on Playground right now because I figured this would be a pretty good place to start a little stream going, get one going, but. Yeah, today I guess I just wanted to talk about. I was like, because today I was going to actually do a stream with maybe some friends, and I might do it later. Not actually with my friend, as long as like a concert or something, some crazy like that. But anyway, yeah. So I'm uploading this videos on it's late at night right now. A lot of big stuff has happened. Um, not there's not really anything else I have to say about it. Well, I mean, I guess I do, but. The stream I was going to make is going to be my cousin, although we didn't end up making it do some things that we would prefer YouTube not to hear. But anyway, yeah, so far I have not currently gotten a win. We've played like 3 rounds, 3 with my cousin and 3 by myself. Like the first 3 were by myself. I basically, like the very first game I played of the season, I went to Tilted and got just slaughtered immediately because someone just snuck up behind me. But then, um, next round I placed like third because I'd done decent the entire game, but I just like. And guys, I don't know if this is the thing this season. I mean, it's still very early. I mean, not everything we know of right now is 100% true. I don't know, but it does feel like sometimes like it's just harder to kind of get stuff nowadays. I don't know if that's just me, but it does feel like there is like it just kind of is more difficult to kind of get stuff. But I think it could just be me. Like the in the second game, one of the reasons I lost, I had a really hard time finding any heals. So I ran around for a lot of time looking different places for heals to get. I was stuck at like 60 health, and I just died. Eventually, this guy, of course, he was, quite sweaty, and yeah, I just kind of ended up getting killed. I think I got a few hits on him, but yeah, he just kind of took me out in the end. Well, maybe I played 4 rounds. Second round, I do remember I put it on zero build because people were just way too good at building in this game. And someone who doesn't, I don't really grind Fortnite like at all. I mean, recently I've been playing more creative just because I get bored. Because I'm like one of my friends who like consistently will like play it. Like I'd have a lot more free time than my friends, but so I'll just get bored and kind of hop on and fool around and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna take this rocket launcher. Should I take the railgun? Maybe. Yeah, I'm taking railgun. Those things. But anyway, so like I was saying, yeah, it seems like there's just kind of a gap between like the people that play the game and like just kind of play it for fun now. Like Fortnite, of course, Fortnite was quite different even with it is now in the very first season. Like, okay, I'm lagging really bad, but like things were a lot different. People, of course, because people weren't as good, and everyone's kind of equally matched. And now I feel like as time has gone on, it's just that gap has like been consistently getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and like. I don't know for sure if skill-based matchmaking is still in the game. I don't keep up with Fortnite stuff, like, because I'm not really involved in the Fortnite community. Like, with everyone, I just don't really, care too much about Fortnite. I mean, I like the game, but I don't really, pay attention to what's going on or whatever. I mean, I used to, like, watch, like, Top 5 Gaming or whatever, like, did all the Fortnite series, what's going to happen, what's that, but I don't really watch them anymore. But, Yeah, so it just feels like the game, it kind of has just gotten a bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger skill gap. Because, like, the people nowadays, like, if you can't, like, expect to do really good when you, like, don't play the game a lot anymore. Like, if you, like, these people that do, like, consistently, like, play the game, they're obviously going to be a lot better because they put a lot more time into it, which I mean that makes sense for a lot of things. But like, still, if you want to like having fun on this game, I mean, there's still lots of ways to do it. But if you just want to, if you're looking to have fun in the game where you like to just play like normal matches, and because it's a skill. And yeah, I don't think skill-based matchmaking essentially exists because the first game I played this season, there's still like you can kind of tell that there are still people that did really like play the game that still did seem like that were on your level or even a lot higher. So I mean, on your level makes sense, but obviously, like I'm not a fantastic player. I'm not a fantastic player of this game. I'm certainly not one of the best, but I feel like in a lot of different games, like I'll be doing really good. I'll get up to like top 10 every game. Mostly, like most of the time, I'll get top 10. But then when there's like the final 5 or 10, like they're just and it's such a difference in the lobby that you just can't really do anything about it, and you just kind of have to watch them crank all over you, and you just kind of get destroyed. So I feel like the game is not very balanced. I mean, there are different like things you can do. Like sometimes, like in the creative games, I like to do this little strategy where I use the like since you can choose whatever gun. Like I'll use like a gun like the Havoc pump and a Mammoth pistol, and like one shot them essentially because it's essentially a double pump. And it was hilarious because it worked all the time, and no one could really do anything about it. But in creative games where that's really not a thing, and you're not always going to have the resources or guns to do that or anything else, you're going to be dying a lot more of the time. So I mean, I think Fortnite just now. I mean, it's still a great game. Don't get me wrong. Like I think it's a pretty developed game compared to a lot of others. Like it's a young game. Well, not well, no, it's not really young anymore. What is it like? 2017, so it's like 6 years old, about to be 7. So I mean, yeah, I guess it has kind of evolved. It's evolved a lot. I think people did get good at the game pretty fast. I mean, that's going to happen if you're like, because a lot of these players that are still like the more OG you are, the more expected I guess you are to be better because people that are more experienced and this is just anything in day-to-day life, like people that are more experienced things are more than likely going to be better. But when it gets to the point where you just cannot like compete at all, it becomes a problem. And I think that I mean I have like played with a bunch of like I go to like when I play on like creative or something, like I'll go up against some really good people, but like for a while, like there's always like these 1 or 2 or 3 people in the lobby that are just significantly like make everyone else in the game look terrible. Like it is such a difference, and like I'll be getting like killed too. Like even though I'll get some kills on them every now and then, like I mean I'll have like a 70 to 30 kill ratio. Like I mean I'll be like 7 times out of 10 they'll kill me, something like that. So I mean, it's still a pretty big gap, but it's not huge. Like there's no really huge medium. Like there's not really a in between anymore. I feel like there's just a lot of problems because like I'll look at these, in regular like Fortnite games, and people will die extremely quick. Like the first 2 zones are already going to be like 20, 10 people. Like it's something crazy like that because they all die so fast because there are people that are just so much better than they are, and I think that is a characteristic of a like kind of a failed game. I mean, well, no, it's obviously not. Well, not failed, but like I'm just saying, like I mean, there really is nothing you can really do to make the game more like balanced in terms of skill level, unless you like bring back skill-based matchmaking. I mean, the more like successful you do in the games, obviously the more like the better people you're going to play against. But I feel like there's no medium. Like there just needs to be a medium in between the classes. Like if I had to rank in a tier list of people, I'll put like the OGs or like the people that really do play the game like all the time in like S tier, and people that like maybe you'll play it sometimes like or like they're still good. Like the mediums can go like I'd say I'm a medium. Like I'd say they go like B tier, so S, A, B, C, D, all the way down. And then anyone who really doesn't play the game much and just kind of like just plays it to hang around can probably really just go in D tier. Like there's a huge gap. Like it's either you're really good, you're really bad, or you're just okay at best. Like it, it does just have some problems. I think need to be fixed. I don't know. I think bringing back a medium for like a skill-based matchmaking. Now, I don't know very much about video games. Not like the smartest guy. I don't really like to get into all that. Like I'm not the best at it. But then again, I mean, what's this jump on? If he knocks my build out, this is what I'm talking about. Like, please don't knock my build down. Guys, I'm getting off track, but I can't. Oh shoot, I'm about to die. Hold on a second. Watch this, guys. Nope. Well, other than that, oh shit, I got knocked down. Hold on, I'm reading a text. I don't really care if I die. Oh shoot, that dude's okay. I'm not watching the video right now because it's probably some of my friends at me that's probably not appropriate to play on the screen. I don't know. I don't know. Something about like this drive there. I don't know. I like uh, my things to be family friendly. But anyway, so like I was saying, yeah, I think like for the skill gap to be fixed, like because Fortnite, it's a pretty diverse game. I mean, there's a lot of variety to it with a lot of different players, and like because I think the whole like there are obviously there's a lot of better players than there ever have been. I think that Fortnite has been just increasingly get better and better players and worse players at the same time. Like the gap is getting bigger and bigger every season, and like there has to be a solution to it, and right now there really hasn't been one. So I mean, I think we do need to do something about it. But anyway, off of that, back to chapter 1. Now, I actually I have played chapter 1. I didn't technically I didn't have an account, but I played on my cousin's account at their Xbox, or I mean not PlayStation 4 or whatever. Like one time, like I played in the very first season on the very first chapter, but I think one time I got like 6 or something because I like camped the entire time, but it's kind of irrelevant. But yeah, so I know a lot of people have complained a lot about new Fortnite. Like, like there's always the OGs that complain about. Now I get it because I'm not OG, and people still like probably mock me for not being. I don't know, just something stupid. But I will say, like, that Fortnite does kind of have like if people do get kind of whiny about it. Let's be honest here. Now a lot of people that play the OG, if they heard like OGs, if they heard me, they probably would get mad at me because they're like, you don't know, it's like or something like that, like some stupid crap. But I get it, you might have liked it back then, but then again, like it's not like new Fortnite didn't have good things. Like it had a lot of good things. Like I think the whole tactical sprinting, like mantling and like crouching, I think that's all good. I think the new weapons, some of them were a disaster. I think most people weren't about game design. It was just kind of they like the feel of it better. I think most people just like the feel of Chapter One better because it still felt like a newer game, like a cooler, newer game to people, and because it was much more balanced back there. Like the gap was more close, I guess. So I guess that's why people liked him more. Now I'm not an OG myself, and like they'll always say something lame like, you can't really say it. It's just this feeling. I don't know, some stupid stuff like that. And I know that because my cousins are both like play this game. Like they played before the chapter one or whatever. It was like when Save the World, or it was only Save the World, whatever it was. So there's that. I mean, like I said, I can't really speak for them, but yeah, that's only what I can assume, just based off of, because I mean the game has changed a lot, like with bosses, with different guns, with different AIs, like with different playing styles, like just a lot of different stuff in the game. So I mean, you know, I mean, yeah. So I think to fix, oh, I think to fix a problem like Fortnite, you just gotta. I mean, everyone could, just start trying a lot and get better, but like I feel like when I do play creative, and you have to like actually kind of step up, like you have to try your absolute hardest to kind of like be on top of like a lobby or something like that. Like it kind of sucks the fun out of like every like aspect. Like I don't get how people can play the game trying their absolute hardest, just trying to like, because I felt that when I had to like, like if I'm playing a public, or I mean a public creative, or battle royal, like thing, and I have to like, now I'll get, like sometimes this is gonna have to be the way it is, like you are gonna have to try harder against some, to win. But I'm saying like when you just have to like try all the time, constantly, like now, I mean it's different thing, like in life and stuff like that. But I'm talking like things like where you have to just like constantly put in like where it's a game meant to have fun, and you just have to like, when people are out here like grinding to like just sweat all over whoever they're going to go up to make everyone else look bad, and like trying to and acting like they're super good, doing their tape deals or whatever because they probably don't have a dad. So I mean, and that is one thing, guys. I like. I'm strongly against like being toxic in video games, and now a lot of people, you know, depending on who you are, will agree or disagree with the statement. Like I've witnessed it, and I've dealt with it before. So I mean, online, it's just kind of like a. I don't get why people do it. I just don't get why someone would purposely just try to like say, haha, you're a loser when you lost, or if you play like me. Actually today, me and my cousin, we came in second place. Duos game, it was like our first duos game of the week, and the very first, like after that loss, like these people, they had one, try hard like that, so all the it's the stereotypical ones with all their try hard skins and all their building in the whole Eiffel Tower in a millisecond and all that. So, um, so there's that. And now I get, I'll obviously like try a bit hard sometimes, like I have learned. Now I'm not the best like builder red or anything. Like I don't think I'm that great. I think I'm good, but I don't think I'm great. I think I'm like a good in between, like I said earlier. So. But these people that really do like try to go out of their way to just like ruin somebody's day by just like like calling them a loser to their face, like now I get emoting is part of the game, like people do it like, oh my gosh, it's laggy. Like I really don't get it. Like the only thing I can kind of think of is because they've just had like a really rough like life or something like that, where they want to take all their anger on somebody else. That's one of the reasons, I think. I really don't know why for sure. I mean, that's just one kind of thought I had of it. But all right, what's this dude want? Real quick, guys, I'm gonna pause. Watch him about to edit. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Now I am not used to this, but I am just going to. call me a coward, guys, but I just really don't feel like trying while I'm talking on stream. What the? Did, did, did y'all? Was that just me, or did he just bounce in the air? All right. Well, if there's anyone watching, yeah, or come back. Yeah, but um, yeah, I guess people just do it unless they really are. I mean, I don't know why people just like trying to be a complete jerk in video games. I don't get what's the benefit of it. And like, today a lot, like a lot of things, like being just a horrible person is like sometimes looked upon as cool nowadays, and unfortunately in society. So you know, and that just happened things where video games, you just can do that to the absolute potential, because you can do it through the screen where you can't do it to their face, because you can be a coward and not say it to their face, or you can, because you can hide behind a screen and call them just horrible things or make fun of them. It's very easy to do it online. Like, I can't think of a reason people do it, just other than like they've had a really rough life themselves. Because people that have like that, like have had mostly a good life, I don't think like have been living a good life would, like a healthy lifestyle, would try to be such a jerk to other people. So I guess they're just, yeah. I mean, now that definitely isn't the case with some people. I think some people can be spoiled, yeah, and like still like think they're better than everybody. But I mean, yeah, there's that, but also like I think a lot of it is either they're just like either just spoiled and they must just really be a jerk, or they've just had a really bad life themselves. Now that doesn't justify their actions at all, but I think it does have part to it. And Fortnite, yes, is, I mean, very well known for having a very toxic community. Now, call me a loser all you want, but I mean, it is what it is. It's just the fact that Fortnite has in a lot of places, and it is kind of just, it really is terrible how people will still like make memes or make jokes about like people like getting upset over like when they like finally start deciding to like take notice to cyberbullying. I mean, it really is a thing, and it's illegal, and it is a real thing that happens, and it's caused suicides that are higher than they should be. So yeah, but nowadays if you say anything about it, you either one will get support from the actually good people, or just be completely destroyed on the internet for being like a loser or something, or being too sensitive. So yeah. Now it is a video game, I get it, and you probably should just ignore these people. But I mean, when it is like really repetitive and it just happens all the time, it really is probably something that needs to be dealt with, and if it's causing a lot of problems. Oh my gosh, what is this guy got? Hold on a sec. Hey, bro. Hey. Dang, this dude's built like a whole castle thing over here. Alright, I'm just gonna go over here and see what everyone else is doing. But anyway, I guess I'll just talk while I'm bouncing around the map or whatever. But yeah, like, so everyone, yes, we did learn in school. Luckily, our school, I think we have a pretty good school where I go, and I think they do like bring more notice to like cyberbullying and stuff, even though it is still a huge problem. And now I think like teachers bring notice to it, but also like there are a lot of people that obviously don't really care about anyone else's well-being, and they're a bunch of jerks. And I mean, I guess this is technically every school, but I feel like people in like the modern day youth has just fallen to live in a sense of just a very sinful lifestyle, and it's just not something. It's not a very healthy practice. Like, when you constantly like do these really bad things for your social benefit, like it's really the opposite of what God's taught you to how to live a life. God's taught you to live a life opposite of that. You're supposed to, and when people it really does create a really destructive society once when you keep acting doing things and saying things to other people just for your own benefit, like it's really bad. It is what it is. So, I mean, yeah, I guess kind of go off the whole Fortnite thing, but yeah, I did come on the stream just to talk about Fortnite, and maybe my friend will join. Who knows, honestly. I think he's like, yeah, like I said, he was at a concert. I think he said he was going to go get on at 11:30. Right now it's 11:22 where I am, so it is still pretty dang late. Now, luckily it's a weekend and school's over, even though school has, it's been alright for me right now. Like, been pretty good. First year high school, pretty good as a freshman, so there's that. Also, more about the game, let's see here. Oh yeah, also, like, I think, and other people, like, the reason, I guess, people, like, now, this actually is a thing I did have a problem myself. Like, I think the guns nowadays, like, Fortnite has just added way too many guns in this game. Like, I mean, some of them are just absolutely crazy. Like, I'm talking things like the Havoc, like, the things I'm using right now are just way too good. Like, you see, like, that should be illegal. That should be illegal, but it's in the game because these, I don't know. Like, I think Fortnite has developed a meta, like, where you just, like, in terms of speaking of, like, different levels of skill, okay, let's say you're on a lower level base. So, we're going to go from lower to higher. Like, let's say you're playing people, like, we're talking about people that really don't know how to build very well, people that don't know how to aim very well, people that really don't know how to, play the game really well in general. So, strategies like, and people complain about spam guns a lot, which I do understand. It's still very annoying. But, like, it'll work, like, spamming, like, using, like, a tac shotgun or something, or, like, spraying, like, a combat SMG, which, by the way, that was probably one of the worst things Epic added, so I'll probably get to that later, but, like, doing things like that works to a level, because people really don't know how to deal with it, and if you're using a slower shooting shotgun like a pump, that's, like, kind of a one-hit situation where you have to hit it, or you're going to be in trouble unless you're good enough to, like, quickly, like build to, like, avoid it. And it'll work because they can't do anything about it, and they don't know how to they just don't know how to deal with it. But at higher levels, people will start doing stuff about it, and spamming strategies will not really work anymore. Who just texted me? Where is my friend? They're my friend that keep texting me. Let's see. Yeah, he says he's about to get on, so yeah, I guess Brooks will join in a little while, guys. But anyway, like, yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, the skill level, like, people that do know how to start dealing with that stuff, it's less annoying because, they'll just destroy you if you only try to, like, spam or something and you don't know how to build very well. And I have been a victim of this many times, just being out spamming stuff, because, again, I'm, like, mid-level, and it can still work on mid players if you kind of get lucky with it. And it has happened to me so many times, because my luck in this game is really bad. So, oh my gosh, my friend keeps telling me, be home in 20 minutes. Yeah. I gotta, he said he has to drop a guy off. What the heck? Okay, I'm not even gonna pay attention to what's going on, and I was saying this as I literally read text. But anyway, so, and with mid-level, I guess anything can happen. Like, you can still, like, spamming strategies will still work, but also outscaling people will just be working. God, he's just, okay, not even, Brooks is just texting about the weird stuff, but, like, like like, all sorts of strategies can work on mid players, like, outspamming them and, spamming them or stuff like that, well, just, like, getting cheap kills will work. Like, sometimes it's not going to be as often, it's not going to be that often, like, nowhere near as often as, like, the same level, or just not even close to high level. Like, it just does not work on high level players. It does not work at all. But if we're talking about mid-level players, like, some strategies, like, you'll still have, like, players that can still probably build a decent amount, that can still aim a decent amount, like, but, they might got some decent edits, so, I'd say, like, I'm pretty mid at the game, and, like, you'll see a variety of different strategies, like, now I think, let's see, if I did had, still like rank myself, I'd like say mid to maybe like mid plus. Like let's say if we're doing like top, mid, like mid minus, mid plus, like lowest, I don't know. I'd say somewhere in between the good and like mid range. So I'd say I'm good. I'm not great, but I'm good. So like when we're talking about strategies, like I do generally like to use like a strategy now, like in a normal game, like, like shotgun SMG or something like that, which is basically the most like basic strategy in the game. I don't rely. No, I do rely on builds, I guess. Like I don't edit a lot because I'm not very good at it. Because people, which also, guys, I will get to later. The whole PC thing, I think, is outrageous. But anyway, like people that will be using like edits a lot more will like edits really are probably more important than building itself. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it really depends because let's say players with like I could be building just as good as one guy, but people that really know how to edit really editing is essentially the entire game changer of a different player. You could be aiming just as well. You could be building, like cranking just as fast or something like that. But if you have a player that really know how to like edit's good, he's 9 times out of 10 probably going to win that time. Win, unless you have just some insane reaction speeds, which to be honest, I think I have gotten away with having some really good reaction speeds. But anyway, back on track. Like I think, like because editing, like when people that don't really know how to deal with it, like just really get kind of crushed by it. And when you're going up against people in like like I've been saying, like unranked, like or like free rankings, not skill based matchmaking, not any of that. Like you your chances of winning are just extremely slim. Now, yeah, you can sure get lucky. Luck is always a fact. Now, I don't believe in luck, but like I'm just saying, like anything can still happen in Fortnite if you like just hit. Like I think you can get lucky, but I mean, it's just very unlikely. And I guess the faster like reaction speed you have, or like if you don't know how to edit, like I guess it can be a factor. Like I have gotten pretty good reaction speed, I'd say, so I have kind of learned to deal with people that can edit really good because I've played against them so much. So like you gotta kind of like just study their patterns, but it still can just be extremely hard, and it still is for me to like deal with people that are actually really good at editing. I mean, I have very basic like editing. I guess I can edit a slightly above like average. Like I can edit a bit faster than average, but like I'm not good at it, especially stairs. I hate editing stairs. Like I don't see how people can like edit these sort of things. So I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing right here, guys. Yep, I'll almost kill myself. You see, that's how bad I am. Like, I'm just not good at editing. Because, I mean, I play on controller. Which, here's the thing about, like, I guess I'll get to it now. Like, I think keyboard, like, the whole keyboard situation is just it's just so stupid. Like, people that really do buy PCs to, like, completely perfect their gaming like strategies, I just can't. Now I do have a friend that plays on PC, but I just cannot look at it positively. Like it's so stupid when you're buying this $1,000 PC just to get the best graphics, the best like frame rates, the best this and that, just so you can have an advantage over everyone else. Is the most crap thing ever. Now I I do have a PS5, but I got it for Christmas. Like I didn't like I want it because it's cool and it's got it is cool and it's got it's supposed to be it's the most advanced console in the world. So I mean yeah, it's pretty cool. But like PC, I think you can now. I think PC really is kind of just going too far. Like I think it's just doing it all for like having the best of everything is just really like low down. Like I think at that point the game's not even about fun. I think it's just being like better than somebody else, which I don't, I don't look upon positively. So, I mean, it's just kind of stupid. Again, like I don't like it. Now, I mean, that's just me, but I think people can be, still have a lot of fun and like still enjoy the game on console. I know, well, such a stalker. Like most people play on console, but I feel like a lot of like Fortnite and just at this point, just games in general are just so revolved around the PC, which is like, let's say you live in the U.S., probably like not, definitely not the majority of the population that has a very advanced gaming PC, and it is unfortunate that all the content creators like do use PCs. So anything you like hear about from them or this, especially Minecraft guys, like I do like to play Minecraft. I think Minecraft's a cool game, but any Minecraft content ever or anything about it is always Java, because Java is PC only, and every single content creator that's pretty big plays Java, and whether you like it or not, you're just going to have to deal with content that's being on Java. There's news about Fortnite, but and they don't cover Bedrock. I like it. It's only Java, and most people own Bedrock. Like most people do not play on PCs. Most people play on consoles or on Bedrock Fish or something like that. And most people, have a console for Fortnite. And so the PC meta nowadays is just the whole gaming, like, it is the gaming meta, the whole PC thing. Like, it's just either because PC players, like, once you do master PC, you can be significantly better. And if you really just want to be the best player by using the best stuff, sure. But I think it's kind of just a lame way to go about things. And like gaming, because I play video games to have fun. Like I don't play video games just to beat other people, which I think is the problem with a lot of these sweats that really like try to buy the sweatiest skins, the best PC, like the best, most hot emotes, just to be like, it's just stupid. So I mean that's just my viewpoint on it. But I again, like I don't think positively of it. But yeah, I think that covers most of it with a lot of different things about Fortnite. So yeah, like we've gone over the whole gaming meta, the whole toxicity, the current state of Fortnite, which I mean for my future predictions of Chapter 1, or not Chapter 1. See, what is this, like Chapter 4, Season like 5, something like that? I don't know. I'm not keeping track, guys. Um, yeah, I think. Let me just deal with this guy real quick. Boom, boom. There's that. What else I'm gonna do? Yes, I think Brooks is about to get on. I guess I'm going to end this stream and can continue it once Brooks gets on. Let's see. Do I have anything else to talk about for Fortnite? Anything to cover? I guess I could kind of cover like again, like I think what's made people kind of so far. Okay, you see this weapon right here. This thing has really, this thing right here really made me hate Fortnite for a while. Because, I mean, we're talking about skill differences. Every single player that kind of like, I mean, they're not being saying it the way I can, sucked at the game, would use this thing, and it carried people so much. I mean, we're talking about things that were just a really bad idea to add to the game. The hammer just was a complete disaster. I hated this thing. I mean, the hammer, yeah, it was cool and all. You could bounce around, you could like, smash people, and this was a cool weapon. But like, it was the most annoying thing ever. It was the best rotation item because it got you out of any situation when you needed it to. I mean, you could one, randomly just escape, or one you could just randomly pounce in on people and just kill them out of nowhere. And even if you're like a mid-tier player, like you can still like. I think it especially like went good for mid-tier players. Like I think the mid-tier players that did abuse it, like made a lot of like higher tier, like mid higher tier players. Like, I'd say like I'm a mid, a, a, a little bit. I think I'm good. Like the better sort of like the people that are actually a bit better at the game. Like, made angry because it really gave the people that use it. Now they could have used it themselves, but I think the sweats, especially the sweats, like mostly just like to play in a way, like to just completely out skill the other person. So, and the hammer was, and the sweats used like, and it wasn't just in like noobs or anything. Like a ton of sweats also used this thing, and it really just like I can't even think of how many times where like so many games could have been won, so many situations, like so many different kills like I've had. Like, did this thing really cause problems? And especially things like, and now luckily this isn't in the game anymore, but in creative, like a lot of these like free-for-all gun maps have vehicles, and I think the Octane might be one of the worst things ever. Like, I'm talking ever, ever added to Fortnite, one of the worst, along with a hammer. I mean, we're talking about noobs like that abuse something, I mean, but radically. I mean, just insane. Like, on a whole nother level. Because these noobs, like the Octane, not only did it have just an absurd amount of health, it went insane, like just insanely fast, had a huge pit box, and one-shot people. I mean, you just got instantly deleted if you got hit by the thing. I mean, it was terrible. And creative, it's horrible, and it still makes me mad every time I get killed by it. And the people that usually, like, riding these Octanes are not very good at the game. I mean, and it is what it is. They're just not very good, and that thing really will carry them. Like, it is insane how broken that thing is. I mean, if that thing really ended up being more popular in like games, I know I never experienced them much in like in Battle Royale. I guess I just never ran into them a lot, but they really would just annihilate people. They would tear through any build and just delete you if you got touched by it. And you couldn't do anything about it. You just couldn't. You got destroyed. I mean, it was a disaster. Oh, I'm at build high. Yeah, complete terrible idea to have that thing in the game. Makes me so mad just thinking about how that thing, like, I get Fortnite, bought Rocket League, but golly, was it just not a good idea. I mean, that was horrible. Horrible. Terrible. Should have never added that thing in the game. I mean, and we're talking about other things. Like, I think at one point, I remember what I liked. This was really at this time, I think it was chapter 3, season 2, season 1, where I had just kind of gotten back off a break of, like, kind of stopped playing from chapter 2, season 6, all the way up until the next. So, like, a good, like, 2-season break, like, 3-season, whatever it was. But when I got back, I mean, they have the Stinger SMG, which this was one of the worst eras of Fortnite. This is probably the worst era of Fortnite I've played in by long shot, because the whole meta was just revolved around the spray meta. Like, all it was spray meta, and of course you can imagine that these lower level players really did take advantage of that. Like, it was so bad. Like, the shotguns sucked. What was it, like the Thunder shotgun? That thing really wasn't that good at all. Was the Maven in the game? Now, I remember it was just a bunch of really watered down versions of the OG like shotguns. Like, the pump was like the Thunder. I can't remember what shotgun it was exactly or what types there were, but they were just all really bad, and it just really it pissed me off so much. It was so bad. Like, the shotguns just did not work. Yeah, and I remember like when at one time I did watch like like another like top 5. I don't even remember, but I just remember them saying something like they've become just so obsolete. Like, people just didn't even pick them up anymore. Like, you didn't, because they sucked. They were really bad. And the result of the problem of adding the Stinger was it was so powerful, it had a huge magnet, a ton of damage, and destroyed builds, and then erased your health bar. And you just, like said you couldn't do anything about it. And then the very next season they add a gun, another SMG that does more damage, that has a lot of freaking range, and just it was a complete it was like the Stinger but on steroids. The combat SMG again, it just did prove. Wait, hold on a sec, guys. I wonder, did they add back if you die if you go back off the map? Oh shoot, they did. All right, I don't know that. But um, yeah, I mean, just again, like the I think Epic Games did. I think Chapter 4 so far has been a really great chapter. I think the game has been balanced significantly. I think now, the combat obviously still is fast. I still think the shotguns. Now, when the Mega City season, whatever it was, came out, it was really cool. But golly, the Havoc pump. I mean, just a monster of a weapon. A monster of a weapon. It made every other shotgun in the game look like a baby. It made the pump look like just a toy. I mean, this thing does so much damage and it reloads so fast. And there isn't like a huge weight to like you can do like it isn't even slow. Like it's insane. This thing actually is kind of crazy. Like I just remember getting like I mean, and not obviously it's used a lot, but like I can just remember getting like destroyed by this thing so many times. I mean, everyone used it, and I used it a lot on people too. But like, I'm just saying, this thing was crazy. Definitely, I think in my opinion, the best shotgun ever added to the game. Yeah, probably the best shotgun ever added to the game. Along with I think it's better than the primal shotgun, whatever it was. That thing that was kind of like the drum shotgun on steroids, and the high-speed accelerated shotgun. That thing was like the same speed as it was like a double barrel, but you just shot it like rapidly, and it gave you buffs. So there's obviously that. But yeah, so right now, we've gone back to the OG. We've gone back to the. Oh, this burns you now. Oh, you can't stand my. Man, well, I wish they kept that in the game. But yeah, I guess it was sort of a let's get the civil. Let's go. Oh yeah. But I should already forgot I was talking about, guys. It's late and I'm just not thinking correct. But yeah, like I was saying, I think I'll start streaming. Was it Xbox? No, he's not. I think again, I do think that yeah, I think so. With all the OG guns added, I think it definitely is a lot more balanced. The Merc ARs combat and normal, a lot of like guns. Like I think shotguns are going to play a bigger role. Of course, the pump is fine. When was the last time the pump was actually added in the game? I can't even remember what season that was, but I don't think it was ever added in Chapter 3. So, yep. But I'm getting a call from Brooks. Hello? Oh, what's up? I was just in the middle of the stream.
Like, every single time, like, it'll be like, freaking 10 in the day. It'll be like, what's up, goofy boy? Something different.
Okay, well, guys, I don't know what Brooks is talking about, but I think it's been a pretty good stream so far.
Like 12 a.m. it'll be like, hello there.
Can you hear this? Can you hear what he's talking about, guys? I mean, he's just saying some random stuff. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll resume the stream with Brooks once he gets on. See you guys.